Hey guys, Hell's First here, back with another Corepunk video. Tonight, we're going to finish it off, guys. Alumio's Wiki Series. This is going to be the finale, the ending. There's two more sections here, but one of them isn't even worth doing an entire video on its own for. It's localization. We're just going to go over it real fast. They're all direct quotes. So they say, we plan to support 5 to 10 languages. Sure, it takes more time. We'll be extending support over time. We'll try to localize on as many of European and West regions as we can, but we don't know how we'll manage on release yet. Portuguese-speaking community is one of our key languages, and we're working hard to bring support for it, even at this stage in development. Corepunk will be localized to Brazilian Portuguese at release. Yes, we'll have Spanish language for sure. We do plan on having French available for beta. And we weren't clear in the video about localization for CBT1. Our goal is to have English, Portuguese, French, Russian, with German, Spanish, and Korean planned for CBT2 or 3. So the big thing to take from this small little section that I just ran through super quick right there is they're letting everybody play the fucking game. All right? They want everyone to play it. Now the CBT, of course, not everyone's going to have it, but it's going to be moved forward more on the CBT2 and 3, and then everyone's going to be able to play the game wherever they want to play it, however they want to play it, and it's going to be incredible. But the big one, the system recs, the requirements, the tech in it right here. This is the real video starting now. There obviously are multiple servers. We already know this. USA, Europe, and CIS. We plan to expand to other regions, which we just went over, right? There's a Brazilian server, which we know is coming as well. Don't know if it's going to be there at launch yet. They might have gone over that. I don't remember. We're thinking about adding Korean servers, but not sure whether we'll finish localization in time as the Oceania server on launch, sure. For CBT1, probably not. Another quote here, another question. How many people will the server support? They say we still have internal tests, but our goal is to have thousands of players on one server. We'll be able to tell more after the first public tests. Well, obviously it's going to be thousands. My question is, are we talking 10,000? 100,000, 1,000, you know, I mean, with 50 player guild max sizes, you got to think servers are probably going to be a little bit smaller, but it also depends on how big the actual world is. And in that first trailer of the game, they say miles and miles and miles of wilderness to get lost in, but how big is a mile in the game, right? We'll see. Depends on the size of the world for the amount of players on one server, I'm sure. On to the next question, though. What's the estimated number of people on, like, per server? About 20K people per server with 8 servers online, but that's not being precise. All right? So this is the exact same thing that people are talking about, but they don't know the maximum here. So we know it's going to be 20K, at least is, but could it support more? Who knows? Now, direct quote, for now, Corepunk is only on PC. It's going to be this way for a while. If they have a console release, it means they have to release controller support, which means WSAD is going to become a thing. Corepunk uses the Unity engine, which I don't know if you've played any games on this engine, but it is quite the gorgeous engine and very simple to use. Another quote, the current build is 15 gigabytes, which is all you really need for a really good top-down game to look and feel really well. And including the fact that a lot of the files are compressed and unpacked during download, otherwise the build would have been much bigger, which is pretty awesome. Direct quote, we're optimizing the game for old rigs. Baseline for now is a 970 GTX, and it runs well on my portable 980M. But we haven't been able to do some of the optimization yet. When working with Unity, they've proposed a lot of interesting improvements. Now, for all you guys know what a 970 GTX is, this thing is fucking old and slow. And if it can run the game, fuck yes. And then they're going to optimize it. That means the more optimization they get with Unity, they're going to be able to go on something even less than a 970 if it's optimized more. So some of you guys out there that can't afford anything but a $99 Walmart laptop, you might still be able to play the game. Another direct quote here. Our announcement trailer managed to get people at Unity excited about Corepunk. They contacted us earlier this year, and eventually we began collaborating with them. We've already done a deep project review together and gained a lot of insights on performance bottlenecks from the very people who developed this amazing engine. We've been implementing these optimizations for a couple of months now, and we will continue working to make the game fast and smooth for CBT and eventual launch. The guys at Unity are great. They're very professional, responsive, and helpful. But what's most important is that it genuinely feels they really care. Our fan base within the Unity team is growing slowly but surely. We believe that this synergy will make Corepunk much better. That's always fun to hear, right? When a company and the engine that company's using, developers reach out to them because of how excited they are for the game. It's not just us guys. The developers of the Unity engine are in on this. Like, they want to play it. They wouldn't be helping if they didn't want to play it. This is amazing. I don't know why. I think it's amazing. And then they're working closely with Unity on a daily basis. And another quote for us: game optimization is one of our key goals. That's why we're working closely with the Unity team on a daily basis. However, only the community will be able to truly assess how well the game is optimized. And this is true with every game, right? The community is going to have its day. Reddit, it's where you're going to see everything, good and bad, mostly bad because it's Reddit, but you're going to see some good there too. Another quote: when Apex Legends launched last year, we were amazed by how they seemed to effortlessly handle so many players on launch. Their game had 10 million players in 3 days and 50 million players in 24 days. It turns out that the company that helped them scale and deploy on so many servers is now part of the Unity family. We're currently in talks with Multiplay, and we hope to start collaborating with them soon on scaling our backend using their proven technology. That way, we'll be able to make Corepunk not only run well, but also handle launch peaks with ease, so that everyone can just play. The folks at Multiplayer are also super friendly, helpful, and excited about Corepunk. I mean, they're getting all these companies involved that are excited about playing the game themselves. And obviously, this quote is from not now, because Apex released not last year. But it's still great to know that they're all collaborating to work together. And that was pretty impressive for what Apex did. I hope they can do what Genshin Impact did. Have 100 million players in the first week and just be and nothing go wrong whatsoever. Jumping on forward, though, to the next quote. We would love to have a build on Linux, but right now we're focused on Windows, our primary build. We can do it easily in theory, but in practice, there's a lot of details. There is. If you ever programmed in Linux, it's a pain in the ass. Once you have it down, though, it works a little easier. We're focused on PC release, and we'll work on consoles next. We already covered this. The game will come out with its own launcher, which is pretty awesome. I was just actually playing Albion Online tonight with a couple of friends, and they had an update that a couple people had to get the update on their, deal when they were logging in to play as a group. And what happened is they realized real quick that there is no launcher, right? Like, it doesn't update in the launcher. It updates in the normal Windows launcher that everything else you install goes onto, and it actually fucked up one of our guys. He's like, what is it doing right now? Every time I say update, it's not updating the game. It's taking me to the installer. So this will be pretty nice to have. No plans for Steam yet. It'll get there. You know it will. Steam's got their hands in everything. They're like Uncle Sam. Another quote, though. The question: will the game have separate channels or servers? And they say we use a realm system. Each realm will hold thousands of players. We don't have a channel system that allows players to switch channels independently. However, our system does provide for the creation of new channels under peak load conditions in certain areas of the map in order to avoid server crashes. This is good. These are like instance kind of deals, just to help keep everything moving. Another direct quote, though. We assure you the in-game text will be readable on all supported resolutions. This is huge, because there's some games where the resolution makes it so you can't read a fucking thing. So I'm happy about this. 4K will be available. RTX support is planned. Another big one. You know why they're saying this, right? Because Cyberpunk screwed the fucking pooch on this shit, and all the RTX cards had all those crazy problems on the PCs. Good job, Corepunk. I appreciate you doing it. And then 21:9 monitors will be supported, but they won't provide a vision advantage. The extra screen you will have will be covered with Fog of War, which makes no sense on why you'd even want to play on one of those. So guys, this is the finale of the Alumio's Wiki series. I hope you guys stuck with the whole series and enjoyed what Alumio himself has done for us. I mean, let's give this man a round of applause. I'm going to pop open every single one of these, right? Just to bring back from the very beginning. Look how much this man put into this. Are you seeing? I'm just going to scroll slowly so that you can all appreciate the fucking hard work that this guy did. I can't thank Alumio enough. I can't thank you guys enough. I can't thank everybody at Corepunk enough for putting everything together to allow me to even make this series. And I'm truly excited to play the game. So we're going to skip through the rest because I don't know what else to say over top of this shit except for thanks. And if you guys enjoyed it, toss me a like and subscribe. It'd be awesome, and I'd appreciate it. And as always, until next time, ta-ta.